me if you want me to do something a little bit more different.
Okay, go for it.
Okay. So my dad was in this band called Sea of Fish, and here's the crazy thing about this band. It was just 10 drummers, that was it. I mean, there was no vocalists, there was no string section, you know, there was no horns. I mean, there was no other assorted instruments, you know, that you would commonly see at a concert, you know, a guitar or a piano, you know, or, you know, a mic stand. There was nothing. So I went to one of my dad's concerts, and I just really enjoyed it. So, it was probably later that week, you know, my brother and I were in this really big argument, and my parents were in plain eyesight, and I just kept punching the living, you know, mess out of him. So, my dad runs into the kitchen and grabs a pair of drumsticks. Then he brought them to me, and he's like, "Now, I want you to start tackling your brother again, except this time, use the drumsticks." So I started using the drumsticks, going at him again, and my dad was just, my mom and dad just looked at each other, and they were like, "Son, we're gonna get you a drum kit." Ever since then, instead of taking my anger out on my brother, I've taken it out on the drum kit. You know, my major influence would probably have to be Bobby McFerrin. You mean you don't know who that is? You know, the Don't Worry Be Happy guy, you know. That's just such a great tune. I mean, I listen to that, and I'm just like, it's so awe-striking, it's so inspiring. And there's this, I think it's in the second verse, where he does this crazy background beat. It's like, you know, I have tried to match it, but the man is unhuman. I can't do it. But man, what an inspiration that guy is. My favorite triangle. Well, it would have to either be the isosceles, obtuse, or equilateral. It would have to be isosceles. The favorite part about being in the band. Oh, I have the story to answer this question. Okay, so the band and I, you know, we had this really rocking show going on in Germany. You know, we had a very decent audience too, but the one group of people that I was really drawn to was this group of 80-year-old grandmas. I mean, they were just rocking their socks off. And at one point of the show, all these grandmas just went into the pit and started just wailing these guys. There was this one grandma. She was just wailing on the guys. I mean, she was ripping in the shreds, just pounding on them. Well, see, then she gets out of the pit and approaches the stage and decides to offer us this tray of cookies. She managed to hop on and place the tray of cookies, or AKA German Fig Newtons, onto the stage. And then the band and I, we just kind of looked over, and everyone who wasn't singing, we were just like, "Thanks, Grandma Utentagen." The problem was we actually had some bodyguards in the front of the stage, and they weren't really too psyched about Grandma Utentagen leaping onto the stage offering us cookies. So the bodyguards grabbed her from off the stage and just started beating the crap out of her, and then they tossed her out of the arena. So if Grandma Utentagen, if you're watching this tape, I just want to let you know, keep rocking. Worst part about being in the band? E. Clearly, E. I mean, every time we try to come up, you know, record some new stuff, it's like, E, check this out. But he never likes that. So instead, he wants me to play this. seriously, I can't stand that guy. I mean, he gets on my nerves. And not just him, I mean, T.2 as well. I mean, T.2, he's always mentioning Howdy Doody. I mean, I don't even know who that is.